So you mentioned you really like organization, and I thought I would show you how I have our videos organized, because I hate lists, but I love having things organized. So the captures is one that just automatically comes in this folder that I haven't deleted. There's nothing in it. But I have clips for digital stuff. I have the completed stuff all in one. Physical media has clips and stuff for the specific types of video. Reference material just has all the extra pictures and things I've put in. And then screen recordings are screen recordings. I have these saved in other places, but anything I've recorded on my computer automatically goes here unless I tell it to go somewhere else. Sounds, every single sound I've put in a video is here by song title and the author of it. And then all the thumbnails have their own folder and what they are and what number they are. And then all the things I use to make thumbnails are in a folder underneath that. So in complete, we've got a few things that are older that I didn't have my file structure done for, but all the title cards here, shorts the few I did there, all the in-betweens, 1 to 16 right there, fumble throughs, creature features, everything has its own file and I love it. It's so nice. Clips is a bit less organized, but it's still pretty organized. And again, I love it. It's so nice. I love being organized. The way I look when I'm not doing file structures or things looks less organized because it tends to be in piles, but I know what every pile is. So I'm like, I know basically exactly where everything I need is in this room, even though it looks fairly messy. And I love it. I try and make the things around me and the things I interact with organized because my mind is very much not organized. Anyway, the background won't stay pink. It's just pink right now because I haven't bothered to change it, but when I color the background, it will change. And I don't plan on adding much else to it except maybe a tree line or something, but no, I'm doing the line work now. Nothing else is going to really be added. As for editing, I don't really know who to ask for thoughtful cuts. I could ask Mom. I could ask you, which feels a little like cheating. I could ask one of my coworkers who knows about the YouTube channel. I don't think he's watched any of it though, so he might not know kind of what I'm going for and may not be helpful. So I don't know about thoughtful edits. I don't know where to look for advice on that, but if you have thoughts, let me know. One of the things I think might need to be changed that I don't want to change but has nothing to do with editing, so is not related to the badge, is the thumbnails. I think I might need to actually figure out a way to make them more appealing to people. I have a fairly standard template, and that template might not be the best way to go about it, but it's so nice. So nice and so easy to use. But I don't think it's very attention grabbing, which is frustrating. Anyway, it's been a long while since I did anything to do with ceramics. I think I was in high school. But yeah, the way the paints change when you fire them is wild. All paints change color a little bit when they dry and oxidize and stuff, but firing paints is just bizarre. I don't know why it does that. I could look into it, I guess, but I am probably not going to, but it's a fascinating thing. I am excited to see your mug. I think it will be so cute and cool. As a person who drinks lots of very hot drinks, like black tea and stuff, I'm a little concerned that it doesn't have a handle, that you'll burn yourself, but depending on how thick the ceramic is, you might be fine, and depending on how hot you like your drinks, you might also be fine. I just know that I have burnt myself, not badly, but contact burns from my mugs immediately after putting boiling water in them, which, yeah, don't pick up a mug immediately after you've put boiling water in it, but still. The reason I thought it would be fine to put oil in the microwave is because you can put butter in the microwave, and butter has oil in it, but it's also got other stuff that keeps it from being just oil, so I didn't really think it through. When you said you got a mute for your clarinet, I was expecting one of those ones that you stick in the bell, not an electronic one. I didn't even know they made electronic ones. That's really cool. In retrospect, it makes sense because, people want to hear themselves so they know where they're messing up, but I hadn't considered that was a thing that existed. I'm really glad you're getting back into music because I know how much you love it and I know how happy it makes you, and I'm just really glad that I was able to help with that even just a little bit, because even just when you're talking about it a little, you just get so happy and you smile and it's great and I love it. So I'm really glad that that's something that I was able to help with, like I said, even though it's just a little bit. So, Mom and I are not religious, but we were talking the other day about spirituality, and Mom is a spiritual person, but not a religious one. And it seems to me like while you are religious, that music is a spiritual experience for you, even if it is not strictly a religious one. Like, you do music and it just makes you feel connected to the universe and like there's beauty in the world and stuff. It seems like it's a spiritual experience for you, which I am glad about. And also find really interesting because Mom can like look at a sunset or whatever and feel that way, and it's not a way I generally feel. I'm not a particularly spiritual person, so it's interesting for me to see people feel that way, even if it's something I can empathize with but not relate to very much. I don't know how to explain that. I feel like spirituality and feeling connected with the universe has something to do with the feeling of awe, A-W-E, awe, and I'm not awed by the universe, and I don't know why. Anyway, back to less metaphysical things. The boot is helping a lot, like I said, and I am doing my best not to walk around, but I have so much, like, not nervous energy, just like pent up energy that I can't help it. Sometimes I would go crazy if I didn't walk, so I'm doing my best, but I am still walking on it more than I should. I just don't want to vibrate out of my skin is the thing. I can sit still for really long periods of time, but not for like ever, and especially not if I'm not doing anything. Like, I can sit for like 10 hours straight and draw, but only if I'm really hyper focused on drawing. If I'm not, I'm like, I gotta get up and move. Anyway, I'm gonna have to fix the hair on this little girl. It's too detailed. But other than that, I'm done with this video for now. It's kind of short, but it is what it is. I love you. Have a good night, week, whatever. Bye.